Hello everyone, this is Karunasri. Today I am going to start data structures through C. Today's session we will see the introduction to data structures. In this video I want to discuss the topics: what is a data structure, need of data structure, and advantages, types of data structures. First we will start with what is a data structure. Remember, the data structure is not a programming language. Simply, data structure is a concept of set of algorithms used to structure the information while storing the data. In other words, we can also define a data structure as the group of data elements which provides an efficient way of storing and organizing data in the computer so that it can be used efficiently. And some of the examples of data structures are arrays, linked list, stack, queues, etc. Data structures are widely used in almost every area of computer science, that is, operating system, compiler design, artificial intelligence, graphics, and many more. Data structures are the main part of many computer science algorithms as they enable the programmers to handle the data in an efficient way. It plays a vital role in enhancing the performance of a software or a program, as the main function of the software is to store and retrieve the user's data as fast as possible. Let's move on to the next topic: need of data structure. As applications are getting complex and the amount of data is increasing day by day, there may arise following problems, and the first one is the processor speed. To handle very large amount of data, high speed processing is required, but as the data is growing day by day to the billions of files per entity, processor may fail to deal with that much amount of data. And the second one is data search. Consider an inventory size of 106 items in a store. If our application needs to search for a particular item, it needs to traverse 106 items every time. It results slowing down the search process. And the third one is multiple requests. If thousands of users are searching the data simultaneously on a web server, then there are the chances that a very large server can be failed during that process. In order to solve the above problems, the data structure is used. Data is organized to form a data structure in such a way that all items are not required to be searched and required data can be searched instantly. Now we will see what are the advantages of data structures. The first one is efficiency. Efficiency of a program depends upon the choice of data structures. For example, suppose we have some data and we need to perform the search for a particular record. In that case, if we organize our data in an array, we will have to search sequentially element by element. Hence, using array may not be very efficient here. There are better data structures which can make the search process efficient, like ordered array, binary search tree, or hash tables. And the second advantage is reusability. Data structures are reusable. That is, once we have implemented a particular data structure, we can use it at any other place, and implementation of data structure can be compiled into libraries which can be used by different clients. And the last advantage of data structure is abstraction. As we all know that what is abstraction means, hiding all the implementation details, right? So a data structure is specified by the ADT, that is nothing but abstract data type, which provides a level of abstraction. The client program uses the data structure through interface only without getting into the implementation details. And now we will move on to the types of data structures. Mainly, the data structure is classified into two types. One is primitive data structure and the second one is non-primitive data structure. In the primitive data structure, we are having integer, float, character, and boolean. These are the primitive data structures we are having. That means single memory location that hold a single value only. In the non-primitive data structure, again it is classified into two different types. Those are linear data structure, non-linear data structure. A linear data structure is arrange all the elements in linear order. That means the elements are stored in non-hierarchical way where each element has the successors and precedences except the first and last element. And this linear data structure is having some types as arrays, linked list, stack, and queues. And non-linear data structures are two types, trees and graphs. As we all know what are arrays, as we have already discussed in the C programming, the linked list is of three types. One is single linked list, double linked list, and circular linked list. And the trees are of two types, binary tree and binary search tree. And you don't worry, we will go through all these topics in the coming videos, and we will going to discuss about all these classified data structures in the coming videos. And let's move on to the next one, operations. The most common operations which we can done on these classified data structures are traversing. Every data structure contains that set of data elements. That means visiting each element of the data structure in order to perform some specific operation like searching or sorting. For example, we need to calculate the average of the marks obtained by a student in 6 different subjects. We need to traverse the complete array of marks and calculate the total sum. Then we will divide that sum by the number of given subjects, that is 6, in order to find the average. And the second one is insertion. Insertion can be defined as the process of adding the elements to the data structure at any location. If the size of data structure is n, then we can only insert n-1 data elements into it. And the third one is deletion. The process of removing an element from the data structure is called deletion. We can delete an element from the data structure at any random location. If we try to delete an element from an empty data structure, then underflow occurs because there are no elements in the, for example, let me take a data structure array. If we are not having any elements, that is the empty array, that is empty data structure. So if you want to delete any element, what will happen? It won't return anything, that is underflow error. And the next one is the searching. In this searching operation, the process of finding the location of an element within the data structure is called searching. There are two algorithms to perform searching, that is linear search, binary search. We will discuss each of them in the later videos. The next one is the sorting. The process of arranging the data structure in a specific order is known as sorting. There are many algorithms that can be used to perform sorting. For example, insertion sort, selection sort, bubble sort, and etc. And the last operation we can perform on the classified data structures, that is merging. When two lists, if we want to combine the two or more lists, then to produce the third list we are using the merging operation. So let me clear once again. A merging operation is nothing but when we want to club or join two or more list to produce the third list, we are using the process called merging. So these I hope you all got an idea on the introduction of the data structure. Thank you.